Hey y'all, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In this part, we're going to be doing this dungeon, which I cannot remember the name of right now, Bottle Grotto. And if we have enough time, we may work on heading towards the next dungeon afterwards. But I'm thinking this dungeon is probably going to take up the entirety of the episode, so let's get started. And the first thing we have is a completely dark room, which is great. Also, I just think I should mention that I had hiccups like 3 minutes ago, and I think they're gone. Fingers crossed. But I don't know. My cough has come back a little bit today. That I've been fighting with for the last 2 weeks. I really should go to the doctor, but I still haven't done that. But yeah, I was coughing really bad, and it gave me hiccups for some reason. Hopefully they don't come back, so that I can do this dungeon without annoying everybody with hiccups, including myself, because I can't stand hiccups. Okay, so this dungeon, from what I remember, is pretty straightforward. I obviously haven't played it in quite a while, but I think I should be just fine getting through it, as I hit the switch 1,000 times to switch it over by accident, whatever. Okay, got some more platforming to do. Some overhead platforming. Later on we're going to do side-scrolling platforming, which is even more fun. But what we're gonna do is actually go up here, and these are new enemies, and as you can tell, they're Shy Guys from Mario. So more Mario cameos, and trust me, there's gonna be even more in this episode as well. But that makes that key drop down on the other side, so we gotta backtrack to go get that. Gotta press the switch first. Yeah. I skipped some rooms over there to the left, and that's just out of habit, I think. Normally, I wouldn't go in those rooms if I was just playing by myself, because of the fact that what's in those rooms isn't necessary. But for the sake of the video, I'll go back and collect those. So here's another Shy Guy. We gotta kind of sneak up on somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Wow, this looks pretty heavy. You won't be able to lift it with your bare hands. Thanks for that. Ah, yeah, I got him. Okay. And this room has the compass in it. That's why I skipped it. Don't particularly need the compass. Don't even need the map, but we'll get both of them anyway. And did you know the compass has a new feature? It plays a tone when there's a key hidden in the room. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so glad they tell us that every time, because I would totally forget if they didn't. Man, so helpful. Nintendo really looking out for you. Alright, and then over here is a completely dark room, which is scary. I'm scared. I don't think there's actually anything in this particular room. No. But a piece of power, and I'm not going to grab it because I don't feel like listening to the repetitive music. But it's this room that we want to go to because it has... I keep forgetting to actually press the button on the item because I feel like I'm playing Link to the Past because I'm using a Super Nintendo controller. Go away! I don't like you! Haha! And this has a stone beak in it, which is particularly useless because I don't need any of the hints. But for the sake of completing the dungeon, we will get it anyway. Ow, and I totally fell for that trap. Brilliant. Alright. So now we're going to backtrack, but of course we have to unlock that stupid door again. How annoying. Couldn't stay unlocked, could it, there, Nintendo? You just had to lock it back. And oh, look, the enemies are back. That's great, too. I'm so happy these enemies are back, and I have to fight them again. Actually, I kind of am, because I needed that heart. But now that we're done... Oh, yeah. Since we got the stone beak, I guess I'll go ahead and check the statue. Part of the floor is raised. Tap the blue crystal. That was so helpful. Oh, my God. I would have never figured that out by myself. Nintendo, always looking out for you, man. They got your back. I don't know what's... Oh, that's magic powder, that's right. I was about to say, I don't know what's in those little flying things, but it's just more ammo for your magic powder. Oh, hey, look, it's these guys again, which means we have to switch items one more time. This item, or this game, this item. This game has a lot of item switching in it, if you haven't noticed already. And it gets pretty old pretty quickly. Alright, so this room is... Wow, this looks like a pretty heavy object. You won't be able to lift it with just your bare hands. My God. Why, Nintendo? Why? Alright, what does this guy say? Make every block design the same and a new path will open. Like every block is a... Okay, whatever. I don't know how that makes sense, but basically it tells you to, it wants you to push the freaking blocks together. Yeah. Now we get some platforming, which we need to switch over to Rock's Feather for. Yeah. Platforming in Zelda games is actually really fun. I don't know, I just like it. The side-scrolling platforming is really enjoyable. It feels nice. Rock's Feather, the way Link jumps with it and how much control you have of Link in air and everything, it just feels good. I really like the way it feels. But here's the mid boss, and he's really easy. Basically, he throws bombs at you and charges at you. Watch he'll charge. There he goes. Oh, and he'll pick you up. I forgot about that. And if he does that, you fall down the side of the thing sometimes. But anyway. Every boss I say is easy, I end up having a hard time with it. I should just stop saying that. I should say every boss is extremely hard. But as you see, it is actually really easy because I defeated him like that. That. Anyway, this gives us a shortcut back to the beginning of the dungeon, and that's cool and everything, but we're not going to use it right now. And we're just going to go to the next room, which has some more overhead platforming and another statue. The statue gives us a hint for later in the dungeon. I'll read it. First, defeat the imprisoned Pole's voice. Last, Stalfos. So that's a hint of what you have to do in a later part of the dungeon. And that order is important, but for now we're going to actually try to grab this, which is the map. If you couldn't tell by the way I was walking really funny, that thing in the corner is trying to suck me towards it. Yeah, you can probably tell from the keys that got sucked into it, but yeah, it makes navigating this room a little bit difficult. Alright, this looks like a heavy pot. You won't be able to lift it with just your bare hands. My god, you'd think we'd know by now. Luckily, we're about to get the item. Stops that from happening. So we're gonna go to this door to the left. And here's some boo-looking guys. So there's another Mario cameo for you. But to get rid of these guys, you just have to light it up and then you can kill them. Otherwise, you can hit them, but it doesn't actually hurt them. And then we get the power bracelet. Finally, we can pick up pots and stones. That's great. My problem I have with that is it clearly says in the thing you can't pick it up with your bare hands. Adding a bracelet to your wrist does not change the fact that your hand is bare. The text makes no sense, Nintendo. Come on. My hands are still bare, and look, oh, I'm lifting these pots. It's amazing. Anyway, that little bit of a rant over. Let's continue onward. Oh, look, a heart that I didn't need at this point in time. So, this is interesting. In this game, it's more or less made for you to be able to walk on top of these race platforms, unlike Link to the Past where it wasn't. I mean, you could do it, but it wasn't really meant to happen. But in this game, it totally is, which is, like, weird. But anyway, we're gonna do that to solve the puzzle, and we get a small key out of it, which is nice. And, oh yeah, we gotta go back and hit it again. Yeah. See, totally just walking on top of the little things, not a big deal. Okay, there's a Jill. And this guy, who I feel like is gonna be annoying. And, am I right? I was wrong, thankfully. Haha. And a Stalfos. Die, Stalfos, die. Die, Stalfos, die! Okay, we gotta go down, and this is the room that the, that thing was talking about. So the imprisoned Poe's voice is in there, and we gotta let him out. But you can't kill a Poe's voice with just your sword, so we gotta hit him with that, and that kills him. And then we gotta kill the Keys. And then the Stalfos. Wait, if this guy's a Stalfos, what are the other guys? Nah, screw it, I don't know. Anyway, and that gives us the Nightmare Key, which is what we need. That walkway over there, I'm pointing as if... Oh, actually, look, it worked out because I'm actually pointing to it in the video. Anyway, and to me, the screen is... Oh, this is just too hard to explain, but I was pointing the way that it was for me on the screen, and it ended up working out because of where I've had the webcam. So yeah, that set of stairs right there is just a shortcut back in case you had started from the beginning of the dungeon. It's really cool how that worked out. So we have more Poe's voices that we can kill really easily without taking too much damage. I don't know if those are supposed to be Zols or Choo-Choos. I called the little ones Jills, so I imagine they're supposed to be Jills and Zols like the first game, but it's hard to tell. Anyway, we're gonna need to grab this pot right here because remember, kids, pot is important. And that's because this platform is like alive or some crap, and you need a extra pot to weigh it down so that it'll actually go down. If you stand on it otherwise, it won't budge. It just makes a funny face at you, which is funny. We actually missed another Mario cameo in this dungeon. It's in that shortcut that I was telling you about. But I didn't die, so we didn't have to go see it. So yeah. Actually, you know what? We should go see it because I want to get that pot at the beginning of the dungeon. So we're gonna go back real quick. See, this is what I do without the pot. So remember, kids, pot is important. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Alright, we're gonna keep the bracelet out. Kill these guys. Kill that guy. I'm gonna take the shortcut back. And I'm actually really excited to take the shortcut because, like I said, there's another Mario character cameo, and this time it is, oh my god, it's Piranha Plants. I cannot remember the name of them for like 3 seconds there. Piranha Plants, along with some more Goombas. This is I forgot to press the button. This is seriously like an underground Mario level. It's like 1-2 or whatever. Anyway, after that, this is gonna spit us back out in the middle of this room that we passed by earlier. Oh, I did it again. Gotta press the button. This isn't Link to the Past. Anyway, and this is gonna teleport us back to the beginning of the dungeon. I should have did this earlier when I fought the mid-boss, but I forgot. But anyway, here's the chest that we couldn't get to earlier. That was at the beginning of the dungeon. And it's got 50 rupees, which is actually pretty nice. We are now over 225. We're at 229, almost 230. Just couldn't have been an even number. I don't know, I went through so much explanation on how many rupees I had, but oh, Christ's sake. Well, we got the Guardian Acorn, so at least we have half damage, I guess. We take half damage. You can actually kill them while they're in the pipe, just like in Super Mario World, which is cool. I'm sure they didn't do that on purpose, but I like it anyway. So now that we're back in this room, we just gotta pop over this way, through here. Wow, this was pretty heavy. Oh my god, every time. This is what I mean. Even after you get the item, if you don't have it equipped and you bump into it, it tells you again, as if you don't already know. You have the item, you know. I don't know why they decided to do that with this game. Okay. Now we gotta do our platforming again. Remember, kids, pot support, and yada yada yada. Anyway, I made that joke too many times already. So I'm just gonna ignore it and continue onward. Alright, so now we're back where we were before I decided to interrupt myself and go do something else. Just gotta hop across this pointless obstacle. Switch back because we're gonna need this for the boss. And here he is. Ho ho ho. I'm your bad guy this time. Ho ho ho. He's like Santa Claus or some crap. But anyway, he's actually like a genie clown guy, as you can see. Yeah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. I really hate him because he says that like every time between his cycles, and it's kind of annoying. But anyway, the jerk's just gonna fly around and throw fireballs at you for the moment, which you can easily avoid because he throws them super slowly. Then he goes back to his bottle and you hit his bottle with your sword like that. And I can't move, but I'm still alright. Your little sword won't break this bottle. I was totally about to read that wrong. But anyway, you pick it up and you throw it against the wall. And rinse and repeat. So he pops back out, throws fireballs. And like I said, he says this every friggin' time. I don't know what it is, but this game is like repetitive text boxes, but it's its one downfall, I think. Anyway, avoid that. Hit him again. Pick him up. Throw him against the wall. I think it takes 3 or 4 hits. I'm thinking 4, but it might be 3. Yada 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 yada. My god. And we just walk around to avoid the fireballs. Easy enough. Cool. Hit him again. Throw him again. Up. There's only 3. So once this bottle breaks, he says, "Why you broke my bottle? Why you make me hopping mad?" And then he flies around and does this weird like freaking crap. But then he throws a fireball at you, which is easy to avoid as long as you're expecting it, which I wasn't there. or there. But anyway, you just keep avoiding him until he dies, which won't take very long. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm totally about to die. Okay, I lived. Yes! So that's it. That's the boss defeated. Easy enough. And that gives us another heart center, of course. And we get the magic conch. The magic conch. From, you know, SpongeBob. I'll start a picture of that. Here. Wait, no, here. There it is, right there. There's the picture. Anyway. Oh, crap, I accidentally sped it up. I gotta disable that speed up button because it goes like super fast, way too fast. But anyway, prairie. The prairie is waiting. So the prairie is where we gotta go next. Now let's see, that took us 15 minutes. So I think I'm gonna stop it there. And in the next part, we will head towards the prairie as it was instructing us to do. And for some reason, we have Bow Wow back, so we gotta go return Bow Wow, which is cool. Although I think you can actually keep Bow Wow for a long time, but eventually you have to give him back because you can't progress. But anyway, we'll go give Bow Wow back in the next part, and then we'll head to the next dungeon. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take it easy.